Hey y'all, Leo here, and welcome to today's misadventure. We're headed up and over Mount Hood to Timothy Lake, where there's a marathon being held. I'm going to try and stay out of the way of those kangaroo-legged runners and go off trail to our destination. Stay tuned for beautiful views, some shared stories, and my accidental discovery of Oregon's own Little Crater Lake. Enjoy. Alrighty, we found a map of the surrounding area. You can see this is where we are. We're gonna walk up the road here and follow this river up to Timothy Lake so we can kind of stay off the path here. You can see this red dotted line is where the marathon is being held because there's one here today, so we want to avoid that. All right, as I just showed y'all on the map, there's the main marathon course, and then there is a trail separate from the marathon course leading up to the lake. I'm gonna go up and try to follow the river. And I've already found a bunch of abandoned cabins, which I'll put in the video, but I'm hoping I can find something like that. And I'm just gonna keep y'all updated on my way. Hopefully we find some cool stuff in the woods. It's pretty cool out here, man. We're on the base of Mount Hood, just over on the east side. It's very pretty out here. Great place to race, but I'm not a runner. Definitely not doing a half marathon. Beautiful field over there. Great part is no one's around either, just me. So in the distance, that looks like a little building to me. We're gonna go check it out. What do y'all think it is? Probably just a little shed or something. There's a bathroom over that way, so I doubt it's another bathroom. But we're pretty far out here, so we'll see. God, honestly, the scariest thing to see out in the woods, another human being when you're this far. Okay. Maybe it is a bathroom. Oh, random woods toilet. Do I take a peek? I know y'all are gonna say yes, so I think I gotta do it. Pit. Now let me get the flash on. Fuck that. Imagine falling in there. You're done. Just kill me. Alrighty, well, not even that far in. We already found something cool. So let's keep walking and see what we find. I want to go off trail just to keep things interesting, you know, go off the beaten path, but at the same time, I assume these structures are going to be more on the trail. So we'll probably stay somewhat close just so we can see what we find. Not gonna lie, I already lost the trail. I'm not sure if it just ended. I still know which direction I need to go back, but yeah, maybe a little concerning. Don't want to get lost today. Oh, look, I see some. Campfire? Yeah. It's well built. Those stones look like they've been there for a long time. We have this beautiful meadow over here. Look at this. Wish I wore long socks, but it's gonna be hot as fuck today, so I probably gotta stop swearing on YouTube. And look at that river. Oh, and a road. Well, good to know. If I get in trouble, I'm not as far out as I thought. It's easy to lose the path, but there's generally a walking trail. Kind of seemed like that was the path, but as you can see, there's no path anymore. I do hear that stream over there, and I'm wondering, is that the river I pointed out on the map? I'm not sure because that map wasn't actually oriented northeast, southwest. So I'm not quite sure. Doesn't look very walkable though. I don't want wet shoes this early on. So I think we're gonna follow this log, go up to the tree line there. Pretty thick up there. All right, I'm gonna find a path. I'll update y'all. All right, according to my maps, not sure how accurate they are because I have no service. There is a stream slightly that direction, so it may have been that small one. I believe we're walking next to it, so we'll be able to connect with it in just a second. I did not expect to go do this adventure today. I'm ill prepared, and I'm usually someone who comes over prepared, so that's all right. Look at those shelf mushrooms. So cool. I gotta say, I've spent a lot of time in Arizona, and I'm glad I live somewhere with no rattlesnakes. Last time I saw one was one of those like cow-colored black and white rattlesnakes. My instinct was it was just so fascinating. I went up and touched its tail a little. All my friends were a little upset at me, but gotta do what you gotta do. A trail. We are back on it, so not as lost as we had thought. Carry on. Look how just massive this dead tree is. It's huge. Look at this. Damn big. If only it would fall on me. If you see this video, I'm alive. Not sure if I should be concerned. Big yellow sign with a warning symbol on it. Let's see what that says. Road crossing ahead. Traffic does not stop. This has me wondering if I'm going the right way. Well, we're gonna find out. Thanks, buddy. Haven't updated y'all in a bit. Still just been hiking. Ended up sticking to the trail just cause I'm not in the shoes to be going off in this brush. It's like some bushwhacking stuff, which I'd love to do, but as you can see, I thought I was sitting in the car all day until I took things into my own hands. So yeah, I think we're getting close to the lake. I think. I'm not sure how accurate my maps are, but here's hoping. Thanks for joining me on this journey. It's nice getting a YouTube channel started again. I think the last time I did that, it's like the whole Minecraft videos and middle school type of thing. And yeah, my likes have changed. I have changed. And it's just, I've always liked documenting things, so it feels right. You know, eventually it'd be nice to have it be more of a career. My main dream is to be able to go travel. And I know there's plenty of people doing that, but obviously I can't afford it too much right now. I'm gonna make videos when I can, but yeah, looking forward to one day doing whatever y'all suggest in the comments, traveling, making videos about whatever the people vote for, you know? Anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in, whoever does. I really want to foster a community within this channel, and I want it to be a safe place, you know? Anyone to talk about anything really, and I feel like, you know, I want this to be more just about you watching my videos and more about building a community. That's really what I want. So if you're watching this and you feel like it, you should leave a comment, just a little about yourself or what you'd like to see out of this channel. Anything like that, I'd really appreciate it. And I will respond to you. And I see your messages and I appreciate all of y'all. All right. That is just an old school, cool kind of sign. This is the main trail I've been on. And look, tiny little split. I think that is in the direction of the lake, so we're gonna check it out. Hopefully it leads to something cool. The biggest bird was sitting next to me and I didn't see it, and it flew off. It scared the shit out of me. It was right as I was thinking about bears being out here and me having nothing but a knife on me. Ooh, I would not like to see a bear, but also be cool. I don't know. If it happens, it happens. I gotta stop swearing. I forget about that. YouTube don't like that. There she is. It was all worth it. This is one thing I love about living in the US. There's just nothing like that. We have parks from snowy mountains to high desert caves with hieroglyphs. It's really something else. I'm gonna find a nice private spot to relax for a bit because I've been walking for a while. I'm gonna get back to y'all. Trail goes off. It looks like curves up around that way. Lake kind of goes this way. Found this tiny trail I'm gonna take because let me show you something. Oh, spider web on the neck. It's kind of hard to see here, but big old cliff over there. That is where we are going to eat our lunch. God, look at that. Now we've run into a problem. Trail ends here. Cliff is there. So I'm thinking that trail was back there, curved around. There's a chance it went up. If not, I mean, I got swimming shorts on me and that log goes a decent distance across. But man, that just looks ideal, like up there. Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out. Goddamn, I'm hungry though. I wonder if I couldn't wade across over there. Oh, it's not deep. Look at the amount of pollen in the water here. I'm not seeing any trail up there. Yeah, I'm gonna go check if there's a bridge back where I came from. If not, we'll get across. Can y'all hear that up there? No clue where it's coming from, but not sure what that is. When I visited Chicago when I was a kid, and it was during the time cicadas were just covering the road. I think they kind of sounded like that. Not sure that could be a cicada, but very loud. All right, we got another sign. So obviously the race does go through here. And that looks way more crossable. Yeah, we can do that. All right, let's not get drenched. Holy cow. This might be the spot. Nah, we're gonna stick to our plan. This is hard with one hand. Yep, I drenched a foot. That is slippery as shit. 1 foot drenched is better than them both, I guess. I really should have stopped filming, but this is the best content yet, man. Starting to get a little sweaty. Made it to the top. Time to eat some lunch. Thank God. Just doing the Ritz crackers and some water for now. Wiped and I don't want to overeat, so I got quite a walk back and I still want to go explore, so trying not to die. It is going to be 92 degrees today, probably even hotter up here where I'm at. Luckily I'm next to a lake, so that helps. Definitely gonna get in. Not sure now, or I bet my sister is gonna want to jump in the lake after a 14.6 mile run, so maybe I'll wait. Just so glad I brought enough water. I don't care that I don't have enough food. I have a wet sock and shoe. I do have shorts. I could change into shorts. It's honestly kind of nice having the leg protection because I'm going off the trail a lot. This is such a spot. This is crazy. I don't know if y'all can tell just how high up this is, but this must have been a massive rock slide at some point. And then it just goes flat right into the woods with some newly grown saplings over there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna eat. I don't think y'all need to watch me do that. I'm sure you know how Ritz crackers are. They do the job. Leo's misadventure fact, fun fact number 1. This is a new thing, I'm trying it out. So I've gained a lot of altitude, obviously, driving up the mountain and all. Just opened my water bottle for the first time. Surprise, surprise. Bunch of water pops out at my face. And it made me think of a time I was flying to Berkeley and, or into Oakland. And I'd filled my water bottle up to the brim. It's a metal aluminum water bottle at the airport. Totally forgot about the cabin pressure and how high of an altitude we're at. Opened that thing up. It sounded like a gunshot and got everyone around me wet. Felt so bad, but it's like, what can you do? They don't warn you about that, and like you should know, but it's not like I fly a lot, so did not have that in mind. The lady behind me, you could tell she was pissed but wouldn't say it. I was like, I'm so sorry, and she's like, it's okay. Which, understandable. That's my bad. Now, y'all got to hear about my misadventure. I would love to hear about one of your funny plane misadventures. So leave a comment below. Best one, funniest one, most liked one gets pinned in the next video. Do it. All right, I feel like I've gotten a good enough break at this beautiful spot. So we're gonna continue on through the woods, up and over to that other cliff I saw. So let's get to it. Now let me know if any of this footage is kind of rough to watch. I'm literally just holding my phone, but I have a GoPro at home. I just don't have a battery charger or a case for it. It's a Hero 5, so it doesn't have one of the plastic cases, but just casing, I should say, not fully covered. I'll save up for that eventually, but for now I just figure a handle for the phone or something will do just fine. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera. There's the cliff. almost to the top. Gotta just get over this ridge, which I'm not doing with one hand, but just showing y'all what's going on. I don't know if y'all can tell how high this is. Those are people down there, and those are giant boulders. Kind of hard to tell. It's such a spot, but I kind of want to keep going and get to that side of the lake. I think we're gonna do that. Alrighty. Even the random sticks out here are just something. Now all this hiking I've done and traversing back down has gotten us maybe the most beautiful private spot. Look at that. Those are old tree trunks in the water. I'm not sure if they're petrified or what, but that is crazy cool. Not sure if there's a dam that often changes the water level here. I'm not sure. I'll look into it before I make this video. Look at that. That is cool. Doesn't look quite petrified, especially not that one. Oh, you know what it is? Is that every year we're near Mount Hood. I can't see it though. It could be behind this way. Kind of lost my bearings, but I know how to get back. What it is likely is that the snowfall, as it's melting, it all comes, drains here. And that's why it's so high right now. Probably means it's pretty hot too. But that is some clear water. You can just see the fish right there. Absolutely stunning. I'm excited to get in. What a journey. Really appreciate y'all joining me for this. There's something cool about seeing a ton of people on one side of the lake and just being completely alone on the other. I do not like going to the touristy spots. I like the road a little less traveled. I mean, you can tell people are staying here, but it's not on the path. Hopefully not a warning. But I think this is it. I think this is where we're gonna be for a little bit. Just beautiful. Man, that is something. It really is. I mean, my feet are already wet. Might have to dip the feet in for a second. There's so many cut logs. It's very interesting to me. I mean, there's obviously that one right there too. It's pretty shallow, so it makes sense. Just as the snow melts, it's raising the level of the lake. But there's something about seeing stuff underwater like that. Like, if y'all have ever seen, there's this one park, I think somewhere in the US, that floods every year. And there's all these benches and lamp posts that scuba divers will go underwater. Like, imagine this is normally a clear park, and every summer everything melts and fills up. One thing I want to do this summer, let me know if I should, is do a little train hopping expedition. I've done one before, but I probably captured 2 videos. Which shit, let me know if you want to see them. I'll post them and maybe do another one. Look how cool that stick is. Love me a good stick. To the water with ya. Bye, stick. Yeah, so it's time for me to hike back. I'll record anything if it's interesting, but otherwise it's everything y'all have already seen. And yeah, I guess I'll call this the outro. I appreciate y'all watching this. I'm gonna call y'all my misadventures. I do want to develop a community here, and that means it takes you who are watching this right now, to really get that going. So I'd appreciate if you'd comment, like, subscribe, do all those things, and we'll get to doing a lot more of this together. Alrighty, I love y'all. See ya. Made it across safely this time. I'm way too hot. I'm gonna drench this in the cleanest part of the water. That is cold mountain runoff. Ice cold. Exactly what I needed. I can't tell you how good that feels. I'll tell you what, I quit smoking cigarettes, but I want a damn cigarette right now. If y'all have never smoked or you're not of age to smoke, don't smoke, man. It's not worth it. For the rest of your life, it will be something you have to try not to do, and that is very annoying. I ended up discovering this on the drive home. It's called Little Crater Lake, and it's actually nowhere near Crater Lake. As you can see here, it formed because water was running under the silt layer through gravel. A fault line formed and the water pushed up, creating a spring. So this is some crystal clear water, and it's actually 45 feet deep at its lowest point. Leave a comment if you want me to go back, because this was just stunning. Crystal clear, and there's a lot of pollen in the air right now, so as you can see, there's a thick layer on top. I want to go back and camp there, maybe do some night swimming, look at the stars, and listen for any animals in the woods. Isn't that just something? Those are full-size trees in the bottom you're looking at. It really doesn't do it justice, but when I go back, I'll go with my GoPro. Alrighty, peace y'all, much love.